Okay, so you're out there chasing that dream, huh? Trying to figure out how to join those millionaire ranks.
Well, get this.
Yeah.
You can ditch those lottery fantasies. What was the other one? Inheritance.
Yeah, surprise inheritance.
Right. Forget those, because we are diving into some advice that says like half.
Half? Really?
Yeah, like half of all millionaires. They got there by owning a business.
That's interesting. So it's not all family money and,
It kind of blows up those myths, right?
Totally. So this source we're looking at lays out 5 main paths to becoming a millionaire. And like you said, business ownership is huge. But there's a few others in there. Like, have you ever heard of Elliott Hill? He started out as an intern at Nike.
Oh, wow.
Way back in '88. And after 36 years, guess what?
He made it to the top.
He became the CEO.
Wow, that's the corporate path, huh? But it's got to be about more than just like sticking it out for decades, right?
It is. And that's exactly what the source was talking about with Elliott Hill's story. It's all about those soft skills.
Ooh, I like that. Like what are those? Give me an example.
Yeah, like leadership, being able to communicate well.
Teamwork.
Being a team player, exactly.
Right.
Those are the things that really get you those promotions. It's not always about who has the most technical skills.
I feel like that's true in so many areas.
Definitely. But let's say the corporate world just isn't your thing. It's too, I don't know, whatever.
Too stuffy.
Right. So this source also gets into entrepreneurship.
Okay, I like it.
And it breaks it down into 3 main types of businesses. You've got service-based businesses, product-based businesses, and then there's something called intermediation.
Intermediation, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what that is.
Yeah, that one's a little unclear. So what does that look like in the real world?
So think of it like this. You're the bridge between 2 things.
Okay.
Like a real estate agent.
Yeah.
They don't actually like build a house.
Right.
But they help people buy and sell houses. So they connect the buyer and seller.
Okay, so they're adding value by like connecting people.
Smoothing it all out.
Right, and making the transaction easier. Gotcha. But this source doesn't just say, like, go start a business and then leave you hanging, does it?
No way.
What else does it say?
And this part is huge for anyone who's thinking of starting a business. It's all about making sure there's even a need for your business idea in the first place.
Yeah.
It's called market validation.
Oh, market validation, right. So before you go all in,
Before you invest all your time,
all your money,
energy, your life savings.
you got to make sure people actually want what you're selling. This source had some really good examples of businesses that did this well.
Oh, really? Okay, like what businesses are we talking about here? Give us some inspiration.
Well, they talk about Airbnb.
Airbnb. Okay.
They didn't just like build a bunch of hotels and cross their fingers.
Right. Yeah.
They were thinking about how people want something different when they travel.
Yeah.
They want something unique, something more affordable.
And they realized homeowners might be willing to rent out their places.
It's true. And on the other side, you've got people who don't want to stay in a boring old hotel room.
Exactly. So they tapped into that whole sharing economy thing,
Before it was even a thing.
Exactly. That's what market validation is all about. Okay, so let's switch gears a bit.
Okay.
Let's talk investing.
Ooh, investing. Always a good one.
Right. And this source goes into compound interest.
Oh, yeah, the snowball effect, right.
Exactly.
So how does the source explain this whole thing?
So picture this. They give this example.
Yeah.
You put aside just a little bit of money every month.
Okay.
Let's say it's 1,000 pesos.
Okay, 1,000 pesos.
And you invest it and get a 10% return every year.
Okay.
After 25 years, you know how much you'd have?
I don't know, a lot.
Over 1 million pesos.
Wait, seriously, 1 million pesos just from investing
1,000 pesos a month.
That's what, a couple cups of coffee a day?
Pretty much.
That's incredible.
It shows how powerful it is when you just stay consistent.
Right, it's about time, not necessarily huge amounts of money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there's more.
There's more, okay.
This source also talks about something they call the triangle of value.
Okay, the triangle of value. I like it. Sounds intriguing. Break it down for us. What are the 3 points?
So to be really valuable, and this is no matter what you do.
Okay, yeah.
Whether you're running a business, working a job.
Yeah.
You need 3 things. 1, high demand for whatever you're offering.
Okay, so people actually want it. Got it.
2, you got to strive to be the best at what you do.
Right. So you can't just be okay at it.
And 3, you got to be irreplaceable.
So it's about being so good they can't imagine going anywhere else, right?
Exactly. Remember that example from earlier about the accountant?
Yeah, the one who works with influencers and stuff?
Yeah, that's exactly it. High demand, they're an expert in that niche, and they build real relationships with their clients.
Okay, so they're not just crunching numbers, they're a whole package.
Right. It's about finding that sweet spot where your skills and passions meet a real need in the market.
I like it, but how do you actually figure that out? It seems kind of overwhelming.
It takes some self-reflection, you know?
Yeah.
What are you naturally good at? What are you passionate about?
Yeah, and where do you see a need that you could fill?
Exactly. You've heard that saying, right? Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Oh, for sure. But maybe add a little disclaimer. Make sure people will pay you for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you've figured out your value,
Yeah.
the source says it's time to amplify it. And they call that leverage.
Leverage. Okay, so we're not just talking about money here, right?
It's bigger than that.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
They talk about 4 main types of leverage. Capital, team, technology, and content.
Okay, break those down for me.
So capital, that's the money part. Using money to make more money.
Right, investments, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but building a strong team, that's leverage too.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You can get more done, serve more people.
Right, because you can't do everything yourself.
Exactly. And then you've got technology, which can help you do things more efficiently.
Oh, yeah, like social media can get you in front of a huge audience.
And think about online courses and things like that.
Yeah, totally. Okay, what was the last one again?
Content.
Content, right.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Right. Getting the most bang for your buck.
Exactly. Maximizing your impact and hopefully your income too.
Okay, so we're getting to the end of our millionaire deep dive here. What are the big takeaways? What do we want our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest thing is there's no magic formula.
Right.
It's not about following some strict set of rules. It's more about really understanding
The fundamentals.
the fundamentals of building wealth
Yeah.
and then figuring out what works best for you.
Right, because everyone's different. Everyone's got their own.
Exactly. It's about knowing your strengths, knowing what you're passionate about.
And knowing what you can offer that other people actually want.
Yes. And then using your knowledge and your skills
And whatever resources you have.
to build something awesome, something you care about.
That can also be profitable, hopefully.
Exactly. It's about taking control of your own future, you know,
Being proactive.
and realizing that there's so many ways to be successful.
So many paths.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, it's about asking yourself that big question.
The what if.
Yeah, what if I could help 1 million people with what I know how to do?
It's a powerful question.
It is. What would that even look like?
And you never know what you might achieve if you just take that first step.
So true. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive.
Great talking to you.
Likewise. We hope this got you thinking about wealth in a whole new way. Remember, every millionaire starts somewhere, even if it's just taking that first step. Until next time.